Today, these players walk in the shadows of legend.
And there is the breakthrough goal.
That's what the fans came to see. That's for the history books.
Del Piero! Big games produce big moments.
Have you seen a more freakish goal in A-League history?
Well, the A-League delivers again.
No one is stopping that.
What an unbelievable strike. And the Mariners have done it. Remarkable.
All eyes were on Wellington for the first ever New Zealand derby. The tensions had been building for months, and to add to the drama, it was first against second after both sides had an undefeated start to the season. Alex Paulson made his first visit to Wellington since he left the Phoenix, only to controversially join Auckland FC on loan. This match would go down in Isuzu UTE A-League history.
Big crowd and an early warning perhaps for Louis Vestrata, who's come flying in there. Referee Adam Kersey summons the two captains. Ashiga is okay, but some industrious and rather industrial early exchanges. Here's Howison. Rogerson's come central, out towards the side, and then the shot, and the deflection, I think so. Hiroki Sakai was arriving, the Auckland FC skipper. Auckland FC have started the better. Howison in towards the area, Rogerson, and Josh Oluwayemi well aware it was a looping header from Rogerson, which he was comfortable enough with. Proof is there, he's urged to shoot, but instead goes far post to Payne. Back towards Barbarouses. Alex Paulson at the first time of asking, comfortably saves. Here's Gallegos. Thought about the ball to De Vries. Oh, he got a lucky rebound, did Felipe Gallegos. Couldn't find the target, the Chilean. Howison looking for the run of Sakai. Didn't quite look out the way he wanted, but then Gillian, what a shot! And headed towards goal, this time by well, Liam Gillian, we were just talking about him getting involved. He drew a really good save from Josh Oluwayemi. Into the final minute of regulation time. Can't imagine there'll be too much to be added. A couple of little injury breaks, maybe 2 or 3 minutes extra. Here's Gillian now. Another opportunity for Liam Gillian, beaten away by Oluwayemi. Gillian again causing problems. He gets away from Sheridan. On his outside goes Gallegos. This is promising for Auckland FC. And immediately, with a clash of heads, Adam Kersey summons the two. Oh, that is nasty. That is nasty for Guillermo Mai.
Again, good work from Gillian. Waits for the overlapping run from Gallegos, and Guillermo Mai is trying to make his way across that near post.
Stepping in, Rufa. He's got Barbarouses on the far post if he can find him. And a header up and over from Ashiga. He arrived at the far post. They tell you should head the ball down. He did, but it bounced up and over the crossbar.
By my reckoning, 26,252. It's just a bit north of an Auckland FC crowd this season.
Well, it sounds like you are counting, Jake. Here's mine. De Vries. Gillian. Onto the roof of the net from Liam Gillian as this game continues to bubble along. Can he play Gillian in? Is this the moment? Liam Gillian, a little slip in the penalty area. Still there for Gillian. Liam Gillian. Off Nagasawa and behind for a corner. Oh, it's given away by Oluwayemi. What a mistake by Josh Oluwayemi, and Jake Brimmer pounces. Derby delight for Auckland FC. Flicks it forward. Scott Wootton is all the way forward. And there'll be gaps opening up at the back. Louis Toomey sets off with Hashiga in hot pursuit. Louis Toomey's in the area. And Auckland FC through Jake Brimmer. 22 on his back. 2 goals in the back of Wellington Phoenix's net. And the Port are going to celebrate long into the Wellington night. New Zealand football is blue. Bragging rights for the A-League's new boys. Late derby drama. Wellington Phoenix 0, Auckland FC 2.
It was an Australia Cup final rematch as Melbourne Victory hosted MacArthur FC at Amy Park. A month ago, MacArthur had shocked the home crowd to lift the trophy, but Victory had since grown in confidence after last week's commanding triumph over Melbourne City. Victory fans were seeking revenge.
It's a mistake by Keely Adamson, and Victory and away. It's a good save by Philip Curto to deny Reno Piscopo the opening goal. Nishan Valupale on the right, Victory threatening. Valupale with the step overs, Mashash with the shot. Well, that's 3 saves now that Philip Curto has had to make, and we've only played 5 minutes. They go down the right, it's Gendrew. Wow. Looking to take on Keely Adamson and setting it up for Ryan Teague. Goodness me. Piscopo sends up the signal, whipped it towards the near post and headed just wide by Nikos Virgos. Here's Reno Piscopo. The wall pass with Virgos. Reno Piscopo. Another save by Curto, still there for Virgos. And the ball survived for the moment. Walter Scott thought about hitting it first time. Maybe thought better of it with the bright sunlight. The cross comes in and it's headed in by Valère Germain, who just glanced it into the far corner. It's a touch of real class from the Frenchman, who missed the Australia Cup final through suspension, but he scored here today. And Victory could make the pay. It's Virgos, it's Zinedine Mashash. It's a gilt-edged opportunity. What a complete miscue by Leon Rose. And Zinedine Mashash fires into the side netting. In it goes, Jason Guerrier, big appeal for handball. And Jack Morgan just took a second and then pointed to the spot.
Well, the Victory players and arms were in the air, appealing for the handball.
Short run up for Daniel Arzadi. Little stutter, sends Curto the wrong way. And it's 1-1. And Daniel Arzadi has his first of the season against his former club as well. Squared up by Boss, Piscopo on the move. Gonna have a go here, Reno Piscopo! An absolutely magnificent goal by Reno Piscopo to give Melbourne Victory the lead. But Melbourne Victory do get the 3 points and exact some sort of revenge for that cup final loss. Full-time scoreline at Amy Park. Melbourne Victory 2, MacArthur 1.
Western United hosted neighbours Melbourne City at Amy Park, the same place they defeated City to win the 2022 Grand Final. John Aloisi lifted the trophy that day and was hoping his side could once again rise to the occasion. Meanwhile, City boss Aurelio Vidmar was determined to see his side bounce back following an embarrassing derby loss last weekend.
Atkinson, and he's threaded the eye of Benito and Andrew Naboot almost completed it. That would have been quite a miraculous goal for Melbourne City.
He may well have just been offside, but would have been ruled back onside because I think West United played it there, and there's a touch from Imai. That is brilliant instincts from Andrew Naboot and almost just as brilliant execution.
Now Talbot a chance to stretch his legs. Links with Tilio. Good dip on this. Politidis into the base of the post. He's asking for a corner. Did it come off a Western United player there on the way to the post? Danzaki, some space opening up for Riku Danzaki. Stepping left and right, and now the shot from Bozanovski is deflected over the crossbar by Suprayon.
Oh, he needs to go and buy a lottery ticket tonight, Suprayon. How many times have we seen those deflections end up in the back of the net? His first corner is anything to go by. This is a good area for Kern.
He's going to leave it for Talbot. Suprayon free as a bird at the back post. And he very nearly found Naboot.
And the commentator's curse almost got them a goal as well.
It's well brought down by Politidis. Great opportunity in stoppage time to score his first A-League goal. Western have been a side traditionally over the recent history. They've played more experienced players. Here's a break here for Kern. But many on the inside, so too Naboot. And it's Andrew Naboot who scores in back-to-back matches for Melbourne City. He's knocking it out of the park at the moment in some fine form. And City get a well-deserved goal here.
Fantastic counter-attack, and it's one in midfield on the Harvey Norman replay by the goal scorer, Andrew Naboot. Ball's played wide to Mehmeti, who does brilliantly to put the ball on a platter for his captain, and showing he's not just a goal scorer, but also a cricketer and a golfer. Andrew Naboot, is there anything he can't do?
So final 10 minutes. Oh no! Wow, that was almost a disaster for Sutton. He was pretty calm though, wasn't he, Sutton?
I think he knew he had it covered.
And after derby disappointment, Melbourne City celebrate their 400th A-League men's match in style. Western United 0, Melbourne City 1.
Sydney's last two matches before this fixture had been in Auckland and Hiroshima, so the 90-minute flight to Brisbane was a relatively short away trip. Coach Ufuk Talai had to reshuffle his starting lineup after injuries to Joe Lolly and Douglas Costa. Brisbane, meanwhile, were playing their first home game of the season and were looking to give their fans something to cheer about.
Comes inside, Waim at the second attempt for Burgess, who creates the space beautifully. Burgess still jinking inside, shoots back across Klimala's touch, and Courtney Perkins is denied by Van der Sar.
Macklin Farouk comes up with a good save in the end. I think it's a good advantage in the end from the referee.
That's a good ball over the top though from Jelicic. It only takes one. Here's Tom Waddingham off the post, so unlucky. A poor pass, cleverly left. Klimala, the chance for Sydney, and he makes no mistake. Patrick Klimala with his second goal of the season, and Sydney FC, after an early scare at the start of this second half, finally have the goal that their first half display suggested was always coming. Corey Brown's ball, back post, oh, fantastic save. Andrew Redmayne, that was brilliant to deny Warland. I guess you've got to pay some credit to Sydney's press to deny the likes of O'Shea and Jelicic any time on the ball, but Berengay's class shines through there. Waddingham with the chance to equalise, and he does so. Tom Waddingham. And there's the confidence that Brisbane needed. The quality of Florent Berengay putting his foot on the ball, the defence-splitting pass, and Tom Waddingham, after hitting the post earlier in this half, making no mistake at the second time of asking. Fuktale yet to make a change for Sydney FC with his youngsters on the bench all the way in. That's nicely done, the early finish, brilliant. Leo Senna with an outrageously taken goal. An offside disallowed goal proved costly last week. It might again. Struick scores!
and he goes to celebrate with his new fans at the Den, the Indonesia international. Just minutes after coming on, draws Brisbane level for the second time this evening. His first touch is a good one. Burgess, first time ball for Segicic. Klimala's at the back post. Adrian Segicic back for Kucharski! Oh, he's done it again! 90th minute. And Jaden Kucharski with a stunning goal. Sydney FC get back to winning ways after the derby, while Brisbane are still looking for their first points of the new season as it finishes here at Suncorp. Brisbane Roar 2, Sydney FC 3.
Western Sydney Wanderers hosted Adelaide United, with both teams searching for their first win of the season. The Wanderers were using this match to pay tribute to their incredible 2014 AFC Champions League triumph. Alan Stajic was hoping it would inspire his side to a victory over the Reds.
It's the visitors who've settled the quicker here, and Ethan Aleague stinging the gloves of the goalkeeper, and the rebound is tucked away by Luka Jovanovic, poaching like all good strikers should. It's 2 goals in 2 for the young striker, for just the third time in his A-League career, scoring in back-to-back fixtures, and Adelaide have the early lead. Has help behind him. Clough looking back post. Oh, and it's gone in. A dreadful mistake by Tristan Vidakovic. And I think it just hit Austin Ayubi. Here's Clisby. That's a decent ball in. And they've got men over here. And Milanovic pulls one back. A really good left-footed drive into the corner. And that's just what the Western Sydney Wanderers wanted. An almost immediate response. And Clough straight into the wall. It sits nicely for Parias. Oh, what a goal that is! Against his former club. That's a bullet into the top corner. Nothing Vidakovic could do. And Adelaide have their 2-goal cushion back. And it's raining goals in Parramatta in this first half. That's a good ball from Borello. And away goes Zach Sapsford. Big chance, squares it up. And Bojidar Kraev pulls it back to 3-2. And game on now at Combank. That's what the Wanderers wanted. Clough, it's a lovely ball again, and this time they do find a way through. And Dylan Parias is having a field day. It's his second. Celebrates in front of the red and black block. And just at the point where you fancied the Wanderers might be making a comeback, Adelaide have their 2-goal lead back. Jay Barnett. Clough. Knocked off the ball fairly by Dylan Chicluna, and the Wanderers could be in here. It's Sapsford. It's a good save. It's still there though. Chance for Aidan Hammond. Off the crossbar. Not over the line. It is now. Brandon Borello, and the goal stands despite Adelaide complaints, and we're back to 4-3. Extraordinary. First time ball from Pantazopoulos, who's in position for the return. Oh, and that nearly embarrassed James Delianoff at the near post. It's good goalkeeping in the end.
Wasn't it? Mate, that was nearly Ned Zelic-esque.
Western Sydney Wanderers will go into their home fixture against the Newcastle Jets on the back of 6 consecutive home losses. A first win of the new campaign for Adelaide United, and on balance they will feel they deserved it. But further misery at home for the Wanderers, who could not mark the 10-year anniversary of that Champions League success with a win. It's now 9 home games without a win since New Year's Day. And as mentioned, 6 consecutive home losses as it's finished. Western Sydney Wanderers 3, Adelaide United 4.
Perth Glory had not won an A-League match since February and were now travelling to Gosford to take on the reigning champions Central Coast Mariners. David Zrilic was hoping his side would spring a surprise on the road while Mark Jackson was hoping his team would kick into gear after 2 draws to open their campaign.
At right back for the second week in a row, Jared Carluccio, the former Western Sydney Wanderer, only as far as Paul. McCalmont, Carluccio's beaten himself there. McCalmont's ball to the back post, the chance! Oh, what a save! Brilliant save from Oliver Sale.
I'm not sure, did that come off Ollie Sale?
A deflection, then Sale saved it. It's a remarkable reflex save. Eyed left and played it through the middle to Docker. Carluccio went to ground and just managed to do enough. Zalewski back, and just the wrong side of the post for the Mariners anyway.
I have noticed that when Kuszewski pushes forward, sometimes he takes the wing position and Docker takes the 10 inside, and they'll flip that.
Oh, that's dangerous from Perage Cullen, who came back into traffic. And it's just wide, and the goalkeeper apologises as Harrison Steele tells him, not here. With O'Neill. Faisal. Danger here. Tipped over by Perage Cullen. Corner kick. Faisal. Running at Kuszewski. And Brandman. Faisal still going. Let's fly. Just missing at the near post, but another little reminder of the quality he has. A couple of goals to his name in the Australia Cup. Qual, that's a clever little touch for Docker. Again, they've got space with Moragas. Taking on Carluccio. No way through. McCalmont. Perth with numbers back. It's a good ball to the back post. Across the face of goal from Kuszewski. He did ever so well, and there was no one there to finish. Kaltak's header for Edmondson. Now Faisal, that's a great ball for Docker. Is this the chance? Docker looking to square it. Was there a hand there? Penalty, says the referee. Now Kanga says it was all shoulder.
Oh, I think that hits the bicep, the bottom of the bicep, doesn't it?
Let's have a look. I think this might be overturned. Let's have a listen.
After on-field review, the ball strikes the arm of number 33. However, the arm is in a natural position. Therefore, no penalty, drop ball to the goalkeeper.
Well, there you go. Moragas lines it up. Hit it well enough, but straight at Ollie Sale.
A little bit of a bobble, but got the body behind it.
And for the second time in 2 matches at Industry Group Stadium at the home of the champions, it has finished scoreless. The Central Coast Mariners 0, Perth Glory 0.
And so at the end of round 3 in the Isuzu UTE A-League, Auckland FC sit top of the ladder after they maintained their perfect start to the competition with a win over Wellington in the New Zealand derby. Join us next week for round 4, where Sydney FC host MacArthur FC in their first home game of the season.